Okay. It's a great day to have a great day on purpose, everybody. That's my saying, and I want you guys all to adopt it because you can't say it and not have a good feeling. Yes, right, Missy? It's a great day to have a great day on purpose because we can choose to have a yucky day.
Haley,
And
if you click that, if you click that got it window, that top window that says presenter will go away.
Hey, Julie.
Okay, are you guys seeing the right screen now?
Yes, we're seeing metabolism next level.
Okay. I'll let you keep going for it.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. I think probably lots of you that are here tonight have seen my smiling face before, and you've heard my "it's a great day to have a great day on purpose" saying. But for those of you who might be new, my name is Jules, and this is my jam, talking about foundational nutrition and our metabolism and how we can do things and support our body so that we can feel better in our body. This is my jam, and I absolutely love it. So we do classes every Monday night in this same Zoom room at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. And we do them every Tuesday night. On Tuesday night, it's a very rotating class. We have 8 different classes that we do. We call them continuing education, but they're just a workshop to help everybody who wants to know more about doTERRA and doTERRA's products to come in here and get familiar and ask questions and just kind of have an open conversation around everything. So just know, always on Monday nights and Tuesday nights, you can tune in, no matter where you are, all the way across the United States. All right, so this is class number 3. This is next level metabolism. This is all about MetaPWR. And when we finish with this class, you'll be able to see, and I'm just going to tell you about it right now, but you'll be able to see there's a number that you can text, and you can let them know that you attended this class and that it's class number 3. And we keep a running tab of classes that you've come to. And once you've completed 8 classes, they don't have to be all 8 continuing education, but just once you've completed 8 classes, Monday nights included, then you get a really cool free book that we as leaders all put together, and you get that free. It's like a $25, $28 value, and it has tried and true recipes in it. Everything from cooking recipes to how to deal with headaches, how to deal with joint things, how to deal with body stuff, how to do DIYs, all kinds of stuff. Hey, Missy, congratulations. This is class 8 for Missy. So awesome. So that's what you get when you attend our classes, and we just love having you here, and we love being able to answer your questions. So there will be a Q&A at the end. So feel free to jump in. You can ask questions as we go along in the chat as well. And we have lots of leaders here who will answer questions as we go along. So let's just jump in. If you're unmuted, and I don't know that anyone is, but I'm just going to say this. If you're unmuted, please make sure that you've muted yourself, because when the dog barks, it may be one of mine, sorry, but when a dog barks other than mine, it's really distracting, or if I hear people talking. So if you could mute, that would be awesome. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's jump right in. So 6.8 of the population, what does that mean? That means only 6.8 of us, the US adults, have optimal metabolic health. And optimal metabolic health, we'll go into that more, but overall, what that means in a nutshell is that at a cellular level, only 6.8% of us are optimizing where we could be. So that leaves 93% of us in a bad place, and anywhere from bad to really bad. So what is metabolic health? And I'm going to ask you all right now, if you would, to jump into the chat before I start talking about this slide. And I want you to tell me really what you think metabolism is about, what metabolic health is about. How many of you think that it's about whether or not you gain weight really easily? Like you can look at a piece of cake and gain weight, or you can eat every cake, cookie, junk food, whatever, and never gain a pound? How many of you think that that's what metabolic health is about, or metabolism is about? Yep. I used to think it was only about weight. Exactly. So many of us think that, but I want you to look at this chart and I want you to notice what our metabolism actually encompasses. And it's everything from appetite to the aging of our cells, to blood sugar levels, to our brain, to our cardiovascular system and how healthy that is, the lipids, energy, hair, immunity, joints, metabolism, nails, how we actually can physically perform, how fast we recover, our skin, our sleep, stress, weight, all of those things are part of our metabolic health. And we were all born with perfect metabolic health. It's what we've done as we've aged, and particularly as adults. And I will tell you, one of my very favorite quotes from one of my very favorite biohackers, from Gary Brecka, is that aging is the aggressive pursuit of comfort. And what we know is that as we age, we do less to help ourselves feel better, because as we age, more things hurt. And the more things hurt, the less we want to do. And we make bad choices of food because we want things to be quick. We want to be satisfied fast. So we do things that don't optimize that metabolic health. And that's why when we're born, it's perfect. And as we age, it goes downhill. That's a big factor of it anyway. All right, so metabolism is so much more than weight loss and weight gain. The obstacles that we deal with when we're trying to maximize our metabolism and have our metabolism be in a good balance, a good place, we have to look at how our fat cells are maturing. We have to look at, is our blood sugar spiking? Is it staying pretty stable? What's it doing after we eat? We have to look at the integrity of our cells. What's happening there? What's that sustained energy like? What is our cellular hydration like? All of these things affect our metabolism and affect our brain, affect our immunity, affect everything that we're doing. So it's not just about eating less and exercising more. It's about really doing everything that we can to fuel our body in the right way. We need to focus on our overall health and not on our weight. Weight is just a number on the scale. Overall health is what we're looking for. We want to feel better in our body. Haley's running my slides for me, you guys. Thanks, Haley. I appreciate you. So how do we optimize that? And I love that this is on this slide. I didn't create these. Haley created these slides, but I love that she put this here, and I've actually seen it in doTERRA's. They didn't get it from me, but I have been likening our bodies, our foundation, our health, to a Jenga tower ever since I started teaching, because we've all played Jenga and we know what happens when we take that base away and we make that base unstable. The tower doesn't stay standing for very long. It gets weaker and weaker and weaker the more we put those blocks on top. So we have to have a really good foundation. So we have to think of our body as that Jenga tower, and we want to stack those principles of good nutrition, movement, sleep, all of those things on a really solid foundation. So let's look at the lifestyle pyramid here that's right underneath that Jenga tower. And this is doTERRA's approach to a healthy lifestyle. So you can see that the very bottom of the Jenga tower is our nutrition and digestion. We need to be really mindful of the foods that we foods and drinks that we fuel our body with. We need to be really mindful of that. And then we also need to be mindful of how effective is our digestion, because that is the basis of our Jenga tower. So on top of that is movement and metabolism. How well is our metabolism functioning? How well are those cells aging? How well are they repairing themselves? And then how much movement are we getting our body? We are born to move. Our bodies were designed to move. Sitting is the new smoking. We spend far too much time sitting on our butts anymore and in front of a computer screen. We need to move. And that's the second part of that Jenga tower. So if we can get those two things right, we have a really good foundation to build on. And then you see the next step is rest and managing our stress. So getting good sleep. And we know that most of us don't get good sleep. The next thing above that is reducing our toxic exposures and bringing things into our home that are less toxin filled and making better choices around that. And then informed self-care. And the last thing is proactive medical care. The more we do these foundational things, the less that we're going to need that proactive medical care. We want it to be there, but we don't want that to be the first thing that we look for. There are so many factors that we can do that keep us out of that having to go to the doctor. So what do? We start with a really good foundation. Remember I said that nutrition and digestion is the bottom of that pyramid, and it's right here on the screen. Start with a good foundation. And how do we do that? We start with lifelong vitality, because that is going to fill in the gaps that we create when we make a poor food choice, or when we make a poor drink choice, or when we are more stressed than we need to be. This is where we can fill in. If we're using lifelong vitality, we're filling in those gaps. We're filling in those weak areas. It doesn't give us license to not be mindful and be conscious of how we're fueling and building that foundation with our nutrition and our digestion. Doesn't give us license to ignore that and just take lifelong vitality. But if we're doing our best to build good food choices, build that good nutritional foundation, and build that good digestive foundation, then lifelong vitality fills in the gaps. And that's so imperative. We want that foundation to be as strong as we can make it. And then movement and metabolism. And that's where the MetaPWR system comes into play. And the key here, as you look at this, I want you all to think about this. There's not just one product over here with lifelong vitality, and there's not just one product with MetaPWR. These are a system. They're both systems that are going to help us optimize what we're doing inside of our body and how we fuel our body. So we need the system, and we all do better if we have a system to follow, because we can all start out thinking that we're going to diet or that we're going to do these things. And if we don't have a system, we fall off into our bad habits. So once we can plug into a system, we are much more likely to have great success. And that's what this gives us right here. So let's meet MetaPWR. Let's talk about MetaPWR. Excuse me. If you look at this, you can see that in the upper left, there are 4 different products in the MetaPWR line. And those 4 products do the same thing. It's just a different delivery system. So we have the MetaPWR essential oil that we can add to water. One of my favorite things to do, and this will help to stabilize blood sugar, is to put, after you've eaten dinner, is to put a couple of drops of MetaPWR in a glass of water, or after you've eaten a meal, put a couple of drops of MetaPWR oil in that glass of water and drink that. That is going to help stabilize blood sugar from doing this based on what you ate. So that's one delivery system. The second delivery system of the same thing is right next to that, and that's the beadlets. And those are just little beadlets, little soft gel beadlets that you can pop in your mouth, and you just pop them between your teeth. And then you get that absorption in your mouth, and that gets uptaked, is that a word? Into your body within about 20 minutes. So that's another great way to do after meals, or if you're having cravings, anything like that, carbohydrate cravings in particular. This is going to be how you can help curb those. We have the gum there in the middle. That's just the same thing, just a different delivery system. I'm not a gum chewer, so I use the other 3 products differently, like when I use them, but they're all doing the same thing. And then we have the MetaPWR soft gels, and that is the oil in a little soft gel. So you can just down it. You don't have to put it in your water, whatever. You can just take that soft gel. And these are all about, like I said, kind of stabilizing blood sugar and keeping those fat cells from really getting big. It keeps those fat cells smaller. And then let's go right underneath that, and let's go to the MetaPWR Assist. And that product is everything about, excuse me, is everything about, it has berberine in it, and it's all about again, stabilizing blood sugar, helping your body absorb without big spikes. This is a really great one to take before your largest meal. So about 30 minutes before the largest meal of the day. You can take it more than that. You can take it if you're someone who eats a big lunch and a big dinner, you can take it both times, but it really is designed to be taken before your largest meal. So think about that. And that's just going to help your body stabilize those blood sugars even more. And then the top product there, you can see on the right-hand side, that is, and I can't even look at it without smiling because this is my favorite product in the line. This is MetaPWR Advantage. And if you've come and listened to me talk on Monday night, if you've listened to me talk in any class, if I get a chance, I'm going to talk about MetaPWR Advantage because this is our collagen. And this is such a state-of-the-art collagen. doTERRA actually won an award in 2023 for having the best new collagen product on the marketplace. This is incredible. And this is all about little protein chains that are like building blocks for our bones, our joints, our muscles, our connective tissues. Collagen is something that we all need. We start to lose it from the time we're 25. Our body starts to lose its ability to make it, to uptake it and create it. And by the time we're 50, we've got 50% less than we had at 25. So the faster we age, the more we use that up. So when we supplement this, this actually, as at that cellular level, is helping our body reverse aging. This is so powerful. You have to plug into this system. It is just so good. So the next part of this is a new part of this, and that is the MetaPWR Recharge. And this is the electrolytes. Most of us are dehydrated. Generally, we're supposed to drink, rule of thumb is that we walk around and we drink during the day half of our body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 120 pounds, you should be drinking about 60 ounces of water every day. But here's the thing, we need that water because our bodies are made up of water. So we need that water. But what happens is that it doesn't actually get to hydrating the cells where it needs to be. And that's where Recharge, the electrolytes, come in. And these can be taken, they're in little packets. There's 2 different flavors, and these can be taken 2 to 3 times a day, even 4 times a day, particularly if you're working out, that kind of thing. You want to make sure that you're doing them, but everybody needs these. I start my day off every single morning with my electrolytes. And I've been doing that for a long time. So I was super happy that doTERRA came out with electrolytes that I could buy for myself, save 25% and get points back on. So this is all the system of MetaPWR. And I hope that you are all using this system because it is designed to help us age backwards. Okay, there's a better way to maintain healthy fat. Utilization, storage, blood sugar, insulin, sensitivities, all of those things. And that is using the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend. We talked about that. That's the 4 different products for the same delivery system. That's going to help those fat cells. And if you look at the bottom part of this slide, you see those adipose fat cells on the lower left, and you see that they're really small, and then they get a little bit bigger, and then they get a little bit bigger. And the best analogy for you to get a visual on it is to look at the right bottom side of your screen and look at those jet puff marshmallows. Now, if you had to have a package of those, and those were fat cells, and you have to have those in your body, which ones do you want to choose to spread out through your body? Do you want the little ones that don't take up as much space, or do you want the big guys that are going to show on your skin, on your butt, on your legs, on your stomach, all the places? I don't know about you guys, but if I have to have those, I want those smaller ones, and I want them to stay that way. So that is a great visual for you to imagine in what MetaPWR, these 4 delivery systems can do for you. This is how we keep those jet puff marshmallows smaller, that adipose tissue. We keep those cells smaller. 10 reasons to use MetaPWR Assist. I love this. When you look at this on the left side of this slide, you can see these studies results. And this is the glucose levels as they were studied in 2 different results. And you can see that glucose went from 101 clear down to 90, an 11% decrease in glucose levels using MetaPWR Assist. This is all about stabilizing that blood sugar. So 10 reasons to use it. Let's go through that really, really quick. Helps release glucose more slowly and steadily, reduces the absorption of simple carbohydrates and sugars, supports healthy metabolic profile, helps healthy fat metabolism, provides 3 times the active component of, I'm not even going to read that, DNJ, which is found in mulberry leaf and those extract supplements. That is going to help those fat cells stay smaller. That's going to help that blood sugar stabilize after we eat. There's no artificial sweeteners in there. There's no artificial flavors in there. It actually increases energy and vitality, cellular level. Each capsule contains standardized mulberry leaf extract, berberine. I mentioned berberine. Berberine is a key supplement in here. Cinnamon bark powder and the MetaPWR metabolic blend. That's in there as well, which is in those 4 delivery systems that we were just talking about. So that metabolic blend is also in the assist. And then it helps to support weight management. Doesn't contain any soy, doesn't contain any GMOs, doesn't contain any dairy, doesn't contain any gluten. This is such a good product in this system to help stabilize blood sugars. And it has helped so many people really drop. People who have a really hard time with that, it's really helped them drop those blood sugar levels. But I will tell you, pretty much all of us need that support. We don't know that because we don't do the little prick on our fingers and, test it to see where we are. But almost all of us have those spikes after we eat. And this is going to help level out those spikes. We'll see that same decrease that you see over here on the left-hand side of the screen, that 11% decrease. We'll see that if we were to put that little blood thing and test our blood and to see what our sugar levels were, we would see that decrease because that's what this is designed to do. Okay, let's go back to the MetaPWR Advantage because we know I love that. See, I just got that stupid smile on my face again. This product is so good. It's everything about reversing the aging. It's everything about making our bones, our joints feel better. It's everything about our brain being sharper. It's everything about our hair, skin, and nails being stronger. This is marine collagen that's in here. It's everything in there is full of synergistic ingredients that literally build on one another. And you can look at that. We've got marine collagen there. We've got red orange fruit extract. We've got nicotinamide mononucleotide. Say that 3 times really fast. That's NMN. And that's part of that reversing aging thing. And here's a thing that I will tell all of you that are on here. Just after this class, go do a search on NMN and go look at PubMed, and you will see all kinds of studies that talk about NMN, and they're referring to it as the fountain of youth because it is such a powerful supplement. And doTERRA has a patent on the particular type of NMN that we have in this product line. So we have sea buckthorn fruit extract, resveratrol. If you've been doing anything in health and nutrition and wellness, you've heard about the benefits of resveratrol. That's also in this collagen. Liposomal vitamin C, which just means that we absorb that so much better. What else is in here? Phytoceramides, not even sure what that is, to be honest with you. Cellular aging and skin firmness. So that's why we want phytoceramides. This is such a good product though, you guys. And we now have 2 flavors. I don't know how long we're going to have 2 flavors because I just saw a post that Haley shared that it was 50% sold out of the pomegranate cherry, but pomegranate cherry is my favorite. I love both of them, but pomegranate cherry is my favorite. So I hope that it sticks around. So this is in a little powder packet. For those of you who haven't taken it, it's just in a packet. It's powder. You dump it in either cool or cold water and about 4 to 6 ounces of it. You mix it up and you drink it. It's literally like 4 or 5 swallows of water, and that's it. It's best done, best absorbed on an empty stomach, and your body's going to get a better uptake of it and be able to utilize it more if you do it on an empty stomach. So do it either in a fasted state and then take it, or do it a couple hours after dinner, so that you know that it's not going to, those little protein chains that you're drinking aren't going to bind to something and slow the absorption down. You want to get maximum absorption out of it if you can. You can mix it with your electrolytes though, just an FYI. Okay, here we go. The MetaPWR Recharge is in the lemon, lime, and wild strawberry. We talked about that, and I just said you could mix it with your electrolytes, your Advantage collagen. So this is all about cellular hydration, and we all need that. Even if we're drinking that half our body weight in ounces of water, Recharge, we need these electrolytes to hydrate at the cellular level. And that's what these do for us. Plus, these have some other things in there. We have minerals in there. We have magnesium in there. We have potassium in there. We have so many good things in there to help our body absorb and to help our body get the most out of these electrolytes. They're a little tricky to mix up. They come in a little packet. I find that I kind of massage it first. I kind of squish it up one way, and then I squish it down the other way, and then I squish it back and forth, and then I shake it up a little bit. Then I dump it in water, and then I take the tube, that container that it was just in, and I run some water in that, and I kind of shake it around, and then I dump it in my water. You want to mix this in about 16 ounces of water, 12 to 16 ounces of water. So this is something that you can kind of sip on during the day. Your Advantage collagen, you don't want to sip on it. You want to drink it. So if you're going to mix it with your Recharge, down it. Okay, so what do the essential electrolytes in MetaPWR Recharge do for us? Just take a look at this slide. There's sodium, potassium, there's chloride, there's magnesium, there's calcium, there's baobab, I think is how you say that, deep ocean minerals, there's ginseng in there. I'm not going to read every little thing on that slide. If you don't know what those are, though, take a screenshot of it and really look at the description of it and realize what that's doing for you and how that is hydrating at the cellular level. Okay, how does Recharge compare? Let's look at that. James and I initially were taking the Element. And we didn't really like it because it was super, super sweet, but we thought it was kind of the best option at the time. We switched it up to another brand that isn't on here, but we switched it up to a different brand. And, you know, then we replaced that with MetaPWR Recharge when it came out. But look at how that adds up. Across the board, you're getting way more with MetaPWR Recharge because the scientists at doTERRA don't mess around. They look at what they're creating, and they want to make it the best that they can, the most absorbable that they can, the most beneficial that they can, and they make sure that they've dotted those I's and crossed those T's to give us the best product. So you can see that it stacks up across the board much better than everything else. Okay, MetaPWR Mito2 Max. If you've been with doTERRA a while, like I have, you know about Mito2 Max, and we've looked at it as kind of a natural energy supplement without a bunch of caffeine, without a bunch of other stuff in it. But this was kind of a cellular energy. But if you were dragging in the afternoon, you could take MetaPWR Mito2 Max and it would kind of bring you around. Well, they've revamped it, and they actually put it in the MetaPWR line now. So instead of just being Mito2 Max, it's actually MetaPWR Mito2 Max. And they changed some of the things in it. They took some of the things out of it, and they made it actually better. And if you look there on that slide, the MetaPWR Mito2 Max versus the old Mito2 Max, we have more things in it now, and we've taken some things out of it. But it is a much more well-rounded product. And I asked this question at leadership, and so I'm going to share this information with you for those of you who might be wondering. We've talked about lifelong vitality and that there's 3 parts to it. One of those parts is the alpha CRS, which is everything about cellular energy as well. So I asked the question, if we're talking about cellular energy, why do we have 2 products that are all about cellular energy? And what is the difference? If we have two, there must be a difference. So can you explain the difference? And this is how I understood it. So the difference is the alpha CRS can actually, it has some things in it that help clear our liver out. So for someone who is just starting out and has maybe doesn't have the best diet, has not really been taking good nutrition, the alpha CRS can cause their liver to dump and clean out a little faster and might be a little too much for them. So the MetaPWR Mito 2 Max is a more gentle way to actually introduce that cleanup, that cellular energy, and at that cellular level, making the cell turn over in a better way. This is a little gentler way to do that. So if you're somebody who is starting from ground zero, you might want to talk to whoever invited you here tonight and have a discussion with them about MetaPWR Mito 2 Max instead of alpha CRS right away. Alpha CRS is great to help clean out your liver. So don't discount it. Just you might want to wait for a little while before you start it. Okay, so this is just a way to think about how do I implement this stuff? How do I make it work? So this is, again, take a screenshot of this. If you're unsure, I'll walk through it really quickly. But your morning routine would be recharge. You can add citrus oils to that. Your lemon or your tangerine would be my top choices. Tangerine probably first and then lemon. You can use a calming oil, balance, serenity, frankincense, copaiba, adaptive. You can use Mito 2 Max, Advantage, MetaPWR Spa Wrap if you're looking at just really helping lower those stress levels, that kind of thing. That's why you'd look at the wrap. But that's a morning routine for you to do, to pick and choose from. And an afternoon routine would be to add citrus oils to your water. Again, tangerine, lemon, grapefruit, those kind of things. Mito 2 Max, some more recharge electrolytes. And then you go into the evening, add citrus oils to your water, tangerine, lemon, or grapefruit, TerraZyme, calming oils for rest, serenity, vetiver, cedarwood, Roman chamomile, Shinrin Yoku. I have been obsessed with Shinrin Yoku and serenity in my nighttime diffusers. Smells divine. And then copaiba capsules as well. So that's just a really basic way to kind of start thinking about how to customize your day. But you have to remember, you're just filling in the gaps with anything that you supplement with. You still have a responsibility to yourself to get out and take a walk. You still have a responsibility to yourself to really work on getting 8 hours of sleep. That's a big deal for me, to work on getting 8 hours of sleep. I work hard at it and I'm not very successful at it. So it's something that I constantly work on. Drinking your water, drinking your electrolytes, lifting weights, particularly as women, as we age, we have to lift weights. And the heavier we can lift, the better we are. Yeah, Missy, sleep is hard. But the heavier we lift, the better off we are. It's better to pick one weight and see if you can lift it 8 times than it is to lift a lighter weight 20 times. So lifting weights is imperative to building our bone strength as well and helping our metabolism function optimally. Lifting weights 3 to 5 times a week, eating 30 to 50 grams of protein at your meals, get early morning sunlight, get early morning vitamin D when you're not worrying about the risk of burn. Those early morning hours are the most beneficial light. Go outside without your glasses, without your sunglasses on, and just let that Mother Nature dose you up with vitamin D. So good for you. And if you do those kind of things, you will be unrecognizable to yourself and to others in 6 months. I would throw breath work in that too. If you do breath work, conscious breath work every day, that's going to benefit you as well. It's really not that hard. It just comes down to changing habits, just creating new habits. That's all it is, creating new habits and just reminding yourself, I'm creating new habits. And once you do that, 6 months later, you'll feel like a different person in your body. Okay, here's the smartest way to purchase. And I love to talk about this. And this is one of those things like MetaPWR Advantage that I get pretty smiley about. And I could talk about this for a long, long time because This is the way to save some money, keep some money in your pocket, and get a whole bunch of free stuff. So the loyalty rewards program. So many of us when we started, and maybe some of you that are here tonight are thinking, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting roped into something every month. That was me. I was absolutely not doing that. And then I started looking at it and I started asking questions and I started getting the answers and I went, oh, wow, I need to make sure that I jump onto this, because we start out, first thing that we do with a wholesale account, we save 25% off of retail. So that just, it pays us to shop from ourselves with that wholesale account. The next step of that is that when you start out ordering from your loyalty rewards cart, every single month, that's just like having a shopping cart that you're just working out of. Every month, you can take things out, you can add new things in, whatever, but order out of that every single month. And when you do that, the first 3 months, you're earning 10% of every single order that you place that's over 50 PV, you're earning 10% of that back. After months 4, 5, and 6, you're earning 15%. 7, 8, and 9, you're earning 20%. 10, 11, and 12, you're earning 25%. And after that, you get 30% back of every single order that is over 50 PV. How that translates, if you're not a good math person, which I'm not, so I gotta simplify it. Every time I shop, I save 25% right off the top. And I've been shopping now monthly with doTERRA using this loyalty rewards program for, well, since 2014, so a long time. I now earn 30% back of every order. So if I spend 100 PV, I'm getting 30 PV back every time, just to simplify that. So basically I'm spending $70, and that's at 25% discount too. It's just a way to keep money in your pocket. You get free shipping too. You can choose free shipping on orders over 100 PV. They've changed that now, I think, right, Haley? It's 50 PV now, right? For the free shipping? No, it's $3.99 shipping on 50 PVs now, I think.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. Okay. And if you are a loyalty rewards, if you're doing a loyalty rewards order and you are a wholesale, or I mean a wellness advocate, you also put yourself in a position to earn commissions on anybody that you introduce the product to. If they start shopping and buying too, you're going to earn commissions on what they buy. And those points that you get back, you can use on future product. They work just like dollars. So like I said, if I spend 100 PV, I get 30 PV back. That's basically $30 that gets credited to an account inside my account. It gets credited there. And then I can stock that up on those points and I can use them for free product. And I'm going to let Haley jump in here right now, because she shared yesterday that she got a ton of free product using her points on the BOGOs. So Haley, tell that story.
Yeah, I was gonna share that when we go into comments, but you guys, I got over $600 in products for $200 yesterday by the time I turned in free points that I had earned. And then I also bought the BOGOs. And so I bought one thing and I got the other for free. It's like, it was crazy. And I have a video of it and my totals and everything that I'll share in Good Vibes. But gosh, when do you ever get that much value for your dollar? And I can't imagine not using loyalty rewards in a time like now when we're watching every dollar. And, the more we learn about the products, the more we want, and buying them through loyalty rewards is the best way. And I was like Jules, I was that person going, I am not getting on a monthly anything. Like I have been roped into things and it has cost me and I couldn't get out. And I can tell you that everything about loyalty rewards is magic.
Yep. It is magic. I capitalized on BOGOs yesterday. I didn't check to see. I saved over 200 and something on my order itself. And I love that doTERRA now shows us that. It shows you how much you're saving. But then I also, I used some points and got some free products as well. But so that was just on my BOGO order yesterday. On my actually loyalty rewards that I did for the month, I got over 300 and some, I think I got $329 worth of free product on my loyalty rewards. I just stocked up on all kinds of stuff because I had the points there. So learn how to use this is the point of this whole thing. Learn how to use this effectively. And if you're not sure, Reach out to whoever invited you here and get it figured out, because it is the smartest way to shop. And there is no one that you're spending your money with, not your local grocery store, not your big box store, not anything that is going to give you those kind of rewards back. Nobody does that. Okay, so who's ready to start improving their metabolic health? Who is ready to start turning things around so that in 6 months, you can look and feel like a different person than you do today? This is how you're going to do it. And again, this is how you're going to save some money. We're all about showing you how to save some money and keep money in your pocket here with doTERRA. So when you buy Lifelong Vitality, or you buy the MetaPWR system, or you buy the Advantage Collagen, when you put that in your cart, you will see a drop-down box appear that says customize. You'll click on that customize box, and underneath that, and at the bottom of this slide, you can see all those different products down there. You get to pick up to 3 of those products at a deeply, deeply discounted rate. Some of those are at about a 45% discounted rate. It's crazy, the discount that you get. So again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go in, play around with your loyalty rewards cart and just add Advantage to it or add Lifelong Vitality to it. Look for that customized box, click on it, and then look at the products that you can add and look at the savings there. And if you're still unclear, reach out to whoever invited you and make sure that you understand this, because this is, again, how you save money and get the best products that you could ever get to put into your body to age backwards. Okay, MetaPWR, these are some testimonials, and I actually love these. We see, if you've been to the Monday night class, you see the woman on the right-hand side of your screen. She has been using MetaPWR for like 4 months in that picture, and you can see the system. She was using the system, but you can see the difference in her skin, in her hair, in her eyes, in how wide her face is, the inflammation that's in her face. You can see the difference. And then if you look on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see the difference in that woman right there. When she started MetaPWR, I think, and I've seen this, I've seen her in the MetaPWR testimonial group, but I think the picture that is on the left side there where she's in the white t-shirt, I think that was at convention. And then this is her, and I don't remember how long it is. I think it might be like 6 months later, but that's the difference that it made for her to make some simple changes in her lifestyle and implement the MetaPWR system. And if you can't read that slide, screenshot it, but you can see all those different testimonials there about what MetaPWR has done. I do want to mention, MetaPWR is not a weight loss product. That's not what it's about. This is about helping our bodies with reversing aging at that cellular level, improving the integrity of our cells so that everything else in our body improves, because our cells are turning over more healthy every single time. And that's what MetaPWR is about. It's about stabilizing blood sugar. It's about keeping us from having those insulin spikes. This is a system that is about just helping us age better. But lots of people have lost weight. I know when I first started with it, I didn't have a lot of weight to lose, but I lost like 8 pounds within the first, I think it was 8 weeks. I lost like 8 pounds, and I lost overall about 13 inches. So it can be weight loss, but that's not what it's about. It's about just having healthier cells and aging backwards. Okay, this is pretty fun. I'm going to go over the first part of this slide, and then I don't know who's on here, but if Sarah or Ani or Diane are on here, they're going to jump in and they're going to tell you about the Silver Club part of this. But I do want you all to know that if you have anyone who is enrolling right now, you see those top 2 kits there on the left-hand side, the replace plugins in your house, where it says replace the plugins in your house. Those are 2 kits that are only available to new customers. So if you have anybody who has plugins in their walls and you can help them get those toxins out, you have 2 different options to send them a link for that they can use essential oils and this little mist diffuser. And this is such a cool kit that those of us who have had accounts for a long time are pretty whiny about the fact that we can't get them. But if you enroll somebody with this, one of your customers, one of your friends, whatever, if you enroll somebody with this, they can actually get more than one of these. So there may be a way around it for you to get your hands on one. But that's a great kit, either one of those to have. One of them is forest, the other one is citrus. So they'll have different oils in them, 4 different oils in each one. And then there's an enrollment bonus as well. If you enroll with 100 PV order, you get free shipping. If you choose one, and you can choose one of the options as a free bonus gift if you have 150 PV order as an initial order, and you get to choose a diffuser, you get to choose, or you get to have the Abode foaming dispensing bottle there. I love that. It sits in my bathroom in here, in my hall bathroom. And you also get the Citrus Bloom foaming hand wash that goes with that. Or you can choose between the toothpastes. So you can choose one of those if you have an order over 150 PV. And then we have Silver Club, and we have 3 people that are doing Silver Club. That's Diane, Ani, and Sarah. And this is the other additional benefits that you can get with Silver Club. I'm going to let them talk about that. But just know this before I shut up. If you enroll someone this week with one of these mist diffuser kits and those oils, and you tag on a couple of BOGOs, then they're going to get the BOGO pairing. They're going to get the one of those that's free. They're going to be able to get one of these other 3 options down here at the bottom to choose from if their order is over 150 PV. And if they jump into the Silver Club part of this and talk to Ani, Sarah, or Diane, they can get these free gifts. So this is a month where people can really load up, build their natural solutions medicine cabinet, and do it with a lot of free products. So Ani, Sarah, Diane, somebody jump in and tell them about Silver Club.
Jules, let's go ahead and end this part, and we'll just
Okay.
talk about how they can get the free book and stuff. And then we'll go into full screen and let people ask questions.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So this is how you stay connected. Look over here on the left-hand side of your screen. You can screenshot those QR codes that will take you to exactly how to plug in, stay plugged in, stay connected. You'll get text messages, all the things. You can, if you are already in our Good Vibes troop gang, you need to make sure that you're in the Good Vibes Facebook group. It's a private group for members only of the Good Vibes team. But that's a great place to get all kinds of information and plug in there. There's also a YouTube channel that's at Haley B Essentials 4277. You can earn that free gift that I was telling you about if you've completed 8 different classes. What do you need to do? And so, Missy, this is definitely for you tonight. You want to text class plus the topic to 534-429-5392. And then remember to receive that free book, text class, and you have to do it within 24 hours, Missy. So do it, do it, do it, do it. And then our next class is next Monday, or next Tuesday, I mean, and it is class number 4, and that's going to be women's hormones, detox, and cleanse. So that's what I have for you. I went a little bit rogue tonight. I hope I didn't bore you guys. Haley, it's all yours. I'm out.
All right. As always, Jules, an excellent class. So one thing I want to talk about with the QR codes is the one that says quick links is going to take you to all of the different things that we offer. And it has tons of information, how to place orders, how to do LRP. It has all the things. The one that says power up, actually, if you go to that group and you go into the file section or into the guides, it gives you step-by-step assistance and videos. And we've got a full year of content there, including a charts that you can print out where you can keep track of your measurements and your blood and, all the different things. And it also has a form that you can fill out in the very beginning and go, gosh, where do I need to focus my energy and my time to get the best results so that you can really feel better in the skin that you're in. And so you guys, we're so excited that you're here. And as always, Jules does an amazing job teaching. I did not get a chance to look in the chat, but if anybody has a question that they'd like to come on and ask, this is your time to do that. Or let's see, and if one of our silver clubbers wants to unmute and kind of talk about that for a minute, we're happy to let that happen too, because it's such an exciting time for you guys to get tons of extra bonuses.
Hey, Haley, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, I'm on my phone. I'm not usually on my phone. So I'm Diane, and as Jules and Haley both mentioned, Ani, Sarah, and myself are all doing what's called Silver Club. One thing that they did not say, they talked about all these great free products, but the thing is that one of us needs to have a conversation with whoever is enrolling, and we need to do it prior to that enrollment because we need to give you our code. Okay, so you guys have to reach out to whoever invited you. They can connect with us. Sarah's all about gut health. Ani's all about aging well as we all mature. And I'm all about mental health, but we're all very knowledgeable in all the stuff. So whoever you want to reach out to, feel free to do that. But again, we have to have a conversation with whoever's enrolling, and we need to get them our code. So I think those are the two main things. And then you saw the list of all the freebies, and we can go into that, but I don't want to take everybody's time. So just hopefully you took a screenshot of that.
Hey, Diane, as you are introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about you, would you share a testimonial about MetaPWR?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when it came out at convention, I hit it hard. Like I was all in. I did all the stuff. And I noticed that my flexibility was better. Okay, so honest truth here, I'm 66 years old, or 66 years young, thanks to MetaPWR, right? I feel like I'm more flexible. My brain fog is, although lifelong vitality's always helped with that, but I feel like I'm just firing on all cylinders. I have energy and stamina. I teach 6th grade, and we teach 10-hour days these days, and it's grueling. But thanks to what I do, I feel like I'm just I'm leading my best life, and I'm showing up the best that I can, and really in a good space for those kids. So, and when I was doing it faithfully, I lost, kind of like Jules, I lost about 9 pounds without even trying. And I don't remember the inches, but my underwear was falling off and I had to buy new bras. So truth.
That's awesome. So good to, be able to feel better and to bounce back and to just be able to have all the energy that you do, like you said, and the mind clarity. In those 9 different collagens that we have in that pack, it's amazing how many different things it targets. Most people think collagen is just for your hair and nails, and yet we get it. There's so many more benefits in there for us. And I love all the science and the research and the studies and tests. People are getting great results. All right. So does anybody have a question that they'd like to ask or come on, or a testimonial that they'd like to share?
I want to share a team member's testimonial on MetaPWR. I shared it last night, but first off, I want to say you guys can do this business from anywhere. I'm in my truck with a tripod right by my stereo, and I'm at wrestling practice. So you can literally do this anywhere. And I just had a conversation and enrolled a lady at wrestling practice. So whoop, whoop. And it's super fun. I love what I do. But I do want to share this big time runner on our team. She runs marathons, half marathons. She does the iron, whatever. Anyway, she runs a lot. She said on average a week, she doesn't run less than 150 miles. And she got to a point where she couldn't run more than 2 miles, and she had such bad shin splints. And she said, Sarah, I was getting cranky. I was just not in the right mind state. She's like, when you do something for yourself, finally you find something as a mom and you can't do it. She said, I had gone to, I think she said 8 or 9 doctors. I wrote it down. Between doctors, PTs, she was getting shots inside of the back of her legs. She was doing everything she possibly could. She was on like 3 different medications, and out of nowhere, she just decided to do, after we did a huge workshop, like we did a make and take Christmas at her house, and I was handing out samples of MetaPWR, and she tried it, and she said, I might as well try it. I've already put money into all these PTs and all these doctors. And she was on it, I think she said 16 days. and she is up to 8 miles a day again with no shin splints, no pain, no prescriptions, no nothing. And she said, I'm blown away. I didn't believe it. And I thought it has to be something else, has to be something else. And she said, it is absolutely phenomenal what it will do for you. And she let me know her age. She's 50 years old. And she said, so I'm not young by any means, and I still have a little girl to chase. But she said, I am able to do that now because of MetaPWR Advantage. So that was super, super exciting. And then thirdly, Silver Club. I do want to know for a lot of people that may be new on here, what the heck Silver Club is. So Silver Club is where you get the opportunity as a wellness advocate to represent your business and doTERRA in conjunction, and they give you free product for whoever enrolls using your code, like Diane had said. So we don't send it, doTERRA sends it, and we ultimately are your catalyst. So we are the catalyst for doTERRA to get free products in your homes that you guys can utilize on a daily basis. So thank you guys, and we hope you enjoyed class.
So good. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing all that great information. You know, when we hear people who are having successes with different things, it really helps us to be able to expand our knowledge and what else is possible for us. And I'm going to share real quick. So Recharge is something that I'm super passionate about. Our team and our group actually won an award from doTERRA for introducing the most people to Recharge. And we're just I love it. So many of us are dehydrated. We are, you know, people experience headaches or lower back pain and, you know, a plethora of different things. Well, recently I have a gal who works for me whose mom had a fever and they just couldn't break it. Like she tried, you know, peppermint and washcloth and eucalyptus and geranium and all the things. And it started to go down a little, but not enough to where she felt comfortable. Well, she mixed her up a big thing of electrolytes in her water, added a little bit of tangerine for extra flavor. And within about 20 minutes, her fever completely broke and she was able to not have to, you know, continue to worry about her. Her mom is older. And so, you know, she's just super careful. And so I love that she, you know, was thinking, gosh, how can I best support the body in being able to have enough liquid and fluid? And, you know, so many of us will go to times when I drink a lot of water, but I'm always thirsty. Or I drink a lot of water, but I'm not hydrated. And I would be one of those people who just drinks a lot of water. However, I've started drinking 2 of the electrolytes a day, one in the morning first thing, and then about midway through when I would have wanted, you know, a soda or something else, then I'm mixing it up. And I'm absolutely loving it. I love that you can add it to other things. So I'm also putting in one of the PB Assist probiotic packets to just get the probiotic in, and it's citrusy, it's refreshing, it's delicious. And so if you know people who drink the, you know, like Gatorades and things like that, they're just packed full of sugars and dyes and coloring and stuff. And so I love that ours is an all natural product. I can't say enough about it. I've got my whole family drinking it and we're all really loving the results and just feeling better and feeling more refreshed, to be honest. Okay, anybody else have anything that they'd like to add or questions? Any more testimonials? Ani, you want to jump on and share a testimonial?
Sure. Since we're on Recharge, I've been using the Recharge a lot more lately. So I've been adding the lime because it's not my favorite. I like the strawberry. So I add that with our MetaPWR collagen in the mornings. And so I take it daily in the morning. And then kind of like you said, I just went to the gym, came back, whether it's during the gym, I love the orange packets. I add it to my water and I just sip it. I love Diet Coke and I've definitely reduced and try not to drink that stuff. So I never drink Gatorade, but this is healthier and it's a great option. And someone put in the notes that it's a lot cheaper than Gatorade. So I've been having my my children use it a lot. My son uses a lot of Gatorade or a lot of the electrolyte drinks. So we've been substituting that. So natural ways. Yay.
So good. So good. It's so easy to use, you
Yes.
guys. And I think just like with all of the doTERRA products, they put so much time, energy, science, and research into it that we can't help but have a great product that we can depend on to be able to get what we need out of it. And in some cases, you guys will notice that there's a few products that might be a little bit more, in cost, but it's worth it. And one promise that doTERRA always makes to us is they will never cut the quality of a product for cost. And there's a lot of companies out there. I don't know. I've noticed a lot where the package on the outside looks the same, but what's inside the box might be half as much. And I just love that doTERRA is true to keeping the value, keeping the quality, keeping the integrity of what the product is for the price. And I don't want a company that cuts corners. And so I'm so grateful for that. I'm also grateful for, the loyalty rewards program and being able to really maximize every time I'm spending. I'm buying from my own store. I'm buying at wholesale. And then when I use loyalty rewards, those points start adding up. I've got I've got a bunch of pictures and I've got 2 different videos that I've collected over the last couple of weeks that I'm going to share on the savings from loyalty rewards, because it's just like the smartest and the best way to shop. And you guys, one thing that I want you to remember is, even though some of the savings and some of the benefits start at like 50 PV or 50 points, you can still order just one thing. You can cancel it anytime you want. But there's just so many benefits that outweigh all the rest of it. So, let's see. Okay, if no one else has anything that they'd like to ask or any testimonials, you guys, we do these classes every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mondays and Tuesdays are more scripted. We have outlines that we teach from. We have presentations. On Wednesday night at the same time, we join Zoom, and it's a roundtable discussion. So tomorrow night, Tammy's going to be talking about the BOGOs. And even though a couple of them have already sold out, I'm so grateful that I got mine, and I got a few of them. Sorry, that's probably why we sold out of the Melissa so quickly, is because I maxed out all of them that I could purchase because of so many benefits around them. But tomorrow night, if you're curious about them, how you use them, what to do with all the different things, join us right here, same time, same Zoom room, and we'll see you then. You guys, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great night. It is a great day to have a great day on purpose. It's even better to have a great evening on purpose. Bye, you guys.